Someone was asking in the comment section about how I journal. 4 years ago, someone gave me this journal. Mom's, you can't even read this anymore, but Mom's 1 line a day, a 5-year memory book. But the idea behind it, I think, is really great. It was really great for me because I don't really have the motivation to journal every day. As far as just like a blank page, a blank journal, you know, go for it. But for this, they have just these little sections here where you're just like writing a couple lines per day. So today I talked about yesterday, just because I know yesterday, I know the full day that happened. If that makes sense. And it's been a really cool thing to be able to look back now 4 years and see my evolution, the evolution of our family. And before I did this, I just sporadically would journal, and I still do journal in a more lengthy fashion if there's something like I feel like I need to really get off like my chest and talk about. But yeah, so if you're interested in journaling every day but you find yourself not able to do it, I highly recommend this. This has been I don't think it's ever really felt like for me that I don't really want to do it, just because it takes only a couple minutes. 2 years ago today, Ben crashed his drone into a federal building in Indianapolis.
Dang it.
The other cool thing is 7 years ago, we moved to Kentucky. So it's cool to be able to just mark these events, some of them frustrating, some of them exciting.
All right, so our friend Micah stayed the night last night. He came over really late for some reason, and he's one of our friends that we've known for like 4 years, and he wants to do an interview, and we have nothing to vlog about, so he doesn't want to do an interview. We are forcing him to do an interview. What's it like been staying at our house? What's the biggest difference from like your own house?
It's colder, and that's pretty much it.
What's been the worst part of staying here?
Probably Seven's trashy jokes.
What's been the best part of staying here?
Probably going out last night. That was fun.
What are your favorite vlogs that we've put out?
That the AT documentary one.
Really?
Yeah.
Any other questions? Are the Crawford kids smart?
How about we end the vlog there?
I wanted to give you guys an update on the Rainier nap situation. I think I finally found the secret sauce to getting him to take a nap. And that is to have him sleep in my bed, on my side. He really likes that. In the last 3 days, he's been taking a solid nap, 2 to 3 hour nap. I think his bed was too distracting for him. He has a lot of toys in there. He has a light he can switch on and off. Before I found the secret sauce, I was doing a timer for 45 minutes, but I was putting him back in his room for at least 4 times each time. And that was pretty stupid. So we'll see how long this lasts. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll last a whole nother year before he actually completely grows out of naps. I don't know. But it's pretty nice. Filia has a picture. It's pretty detailed that she colored. And I thought she did Yeah, great job.
Things on it. He colored on it, like scribbles, brown things on it, and he cut it. It's not that.
It's still pretty great. I had to tape it where we think Rainier cut it. He's the most usual suspect, but when I asked him, he said no. I don't know, he might have been lying, but. And yeah, there's some scribbles here. Life with a little brother, I guess, right?
Micah,
Yeah.
is this your jacket?
Yeah, I think so.
It's on the keys
Oh shoot, sorry.
hook. Just never let that happen again.
Okay, alright. Get your coat off my knee.
Kids nowadays.
I wanted to talk about a book that I'm reading. It's called Come As You Are by Emily Nagoski. The subtitle says, The Surprising New Science That Will Transform Your Sex Life. And yes, that's a purse that's supposed to look like a vagina. This book has been cool. It's the kind of book that I wish I had 10, 15 years ago. I was so ignorant about how my body worked, sexually speaking especially. Emily takes a scientific approach in talking about, more specifically, she's focusing on women, obviously with the cover of the book, how women's sexuality functions. One of her favorite sayings is, everyone has the same parts, they're just organized in different ways. And she's not even just talking about women there, she's talking about men and women. And in our culture, we tend to generalize and say all women are like this and all men are like that, and women should be more like men in this way. And she really explodes the myths of a lot of how people believe women's sexuality works and why things are the way they are, and that every woman is so different from the next. It's not very helpful to generalize. And she has a lot of good tools. There's worksheets you can fill out, different step-by-step things you can do. One of the things I thought was really cool was she has this exercise that you can do because she says how you feel about your body is going to be the most powerful indicator of how you're going to feel about your sexuality and how your sexuality is going to function. So she has this exercise where she says, take as many clothes off as you can, as you're comfortable with, and stand in front of the mirror and start talking to yourself about the body parts that you like. She has some really cool tools and resources and a lot of creativity to increase your positivity when you're looking at your own sexuality. I know for me was really lacking, especially 10 years ago, even 5 years ago. I think reading this book, she's brought a lot of hope to people. I'm assuming that you don't just have to say, well, that's just who I am and that's how I'm just always going to be uninterested in sex, or all these kind of lies. I'm just broken. I know I believed that for a long time, and now I just realize, oh no, I wasn't broken. I never was broken. I just wasn't the way, the more common way of viewing healthy sexuality was. It just wasn't that. I think having a sexual positive environment has been something that I've realized really helps people. And what does that even mean? Well, I guess it means you're not afraid of talking about sex. It means you're not ashamed to talk about sex. You don't think it's dirty. I think I've tried to seek out more sex positive environments or books because I do think that really does affect how you view your own sexuality. So if you're interested in this kind of thing, or maybe you're thinking I could use some more sex positiveness, if that's a word, in my life, and understanding why I am the way I am, I would recommend this book, Come As You Are.
One final ingredient, 6 sticks of melted butter. The pizza just got here. The waffle dough is rising. That beer hit me really hard. 7%, jeez. Hey, did you notice? I cleaned up a little bit for you.
Oh, nice.
For Valentine's Day.
Day after Valentine's Day.
Okay, so we are getting ready to start our rest day, which we begin Friday at dinner and go till Saturday dinner. And it's an opportunity for us just to just stop.
And try to truly rest.
I feel like, man, I can't even hold this camera. I feel like it's all
Maybe
wobbly.
I should hold it. Okay, I'll hold
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
Yeah, we have so many projects we're juggling, and this is just a way of saying the projects are all good, work is good, making money is great, but it doesn't make us who we are, and it doesn't make us any more loved by God. And that's like a complicated, indirect thing that we learn from doing it. Really, it's just nice to rest. I think it's like underrated. It's all about work in our culture.
It helps us feel healthier.
And have better sex on Saturday.
Good excuse to eat donuts or waffles.
Waffles tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys on Monday. Shabbat
Shabbat shalom.
shalom.